everyone. Hi to those who are joining me. Hi to everyone that is here, everyone that is going to watch this back, and welcome to Tuesday's live stream. So I'll give people a moment, and if you just bear with me with my arm in the way, I'm just going to make my screen bigger. Okay, so today's plans is finish the pop manga. I want to talk about Poscas. Hi, Selena. I want to talk about Posca pens. Hi, Randy. Hi, everyone. How are you all? Hi, G-Girl. Hi, Melody. Hi, everyone. So I've got some plans today, and I just wanted to run it. Hi, Alicia. Hi, everyone. Hi, Susie. Hi, Becky, Teresa, Elizabeth. That's okay. You can lurk away. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, today's show, as we say, I wanted to talk about Poscas, their uses, how to make the most of them in your colouring books. Hi, Helly. And what we can use them for, the different ones that you can get, because you can get them in a range of sizes. And then we're going to hopefully finish off our pop manga today. Hi, Charlotte. Oh, thank you. Hi, Mum. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Yeah, so I thought it would be a good thing. Now, I have bought some lighting. There is a bit of a shadow because I'm shadowing it a little bit. But I've bought some new lighting, which hopefully will be beneficial. It's over the top of me. I will show you guys that this lighting is just huge. Hi, Loretta. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll give people a moment. Ah, thank you, Becky. What my picture. So we'll turn that down a little bit. Okay. Morning, Joey. A big, huge hello to you all. That's okay. You go grab your coffee. I've got a cup of tea. Anyone want to go and grab the teas and coffees? Now would be a good time because I've not started yet. Hi, Diana. Okay, so yeah, I thought it would be a good idea. That's okay, Kate. It's okay. You lurk. Hi, Fliss. Hi, Tina. Hi, Mary. Yes, I thought it'd be a good idea to go through uses of Poscas, how to use them, what to use them for, how's best to use them in the colour books, what we can use the thicker ones for, the thinner ones for, the detailing. Hi, Nikki. And show that first because I thought it'd be a good little hint and tip on how to do that. And then we can move on and finish this. Does that sound like a good plan? So I'm going to put this aside for a moment because we're not doing this just yet. We'll do this in about 20 minutes, half an hour. And then I want to go through Poscas with you and how I use them because I've been asked quite a few times, Sam, how do you use them? What do you use them for? What's the best uses for them? And there's so many things that you can do with a Posca pen. So I'm going to move that way. We're going to move you over here. So I want to go through the different Poscas that you can buy, what you can use them for, and I'll give you a quick demonstration. Hi, Louise. Hi, everyone. Hi, Robin. So you can get so many Poscas on the market, and there are lots of uses for them. Now, I obviously use them in my colouring books. I use them for detailing. I use them for taking out black lines. I take them, everything, fairy wings, you name it. So I'm going to put them all on here and I'm going to go through them all. I'm not going to go through all the colours, but I'm going to show you the different tips, different uses, and what I use them for. Now, Poscas are an acrylic paint pen. They come in an arrangement of different sizes, colours. The bullet tips are different on them. So this one's like a one. Hi, Pickle. Oh, bless him. They come in different sizes, and like this one is a 1 millimeter? No, not millimeter. So, yeah, it is 1 millimeter. And then you got 0.7s and stuff as well. But they can come in a different arrangement, different sizes. Like you've got 5, you've got 3, and I've got them in all different shapes, sizes, colors. I love a Posca pen. Hi, is it Leonie? That's okay. I hope you're well. They are. These are all different sizes, Ansha, and that's what I'm going to go through. I love a Posca. So I have practically got all the colours, and I have white in quite a few. Now, I've got them in the thicker size, the 1, the 0.7, and I usually have quite a few of the 0.7 and the size 1mm. Yeah. Posca pens are brilliant. Now, the whites, oh, sorry guys. Andrew, shut the door. 1 second, everyone. Thanks, Lou. Right, sorry guys, because someone was at the door. Chip, come here. Sorry, everyone. Come here. Oh my lord. 1 second. Chip, come here. Here. Come on. God, I'm sorry. Come here, sit down. Sit down. No, you don't need to get involved. Sorry, someone was at the door. Okay, so these are all whites. I've got whites, and I like to have the thin nib, the 0.7 the most. The reason I do have the 0.7 the most is because I use this for highlights, and I've shown you in quite a few pictures. I just used my latest Kawaii one that I've just done. So you can, not that one, this one. You can use Posca pens for so many things. Now, I use the thin ones for highlights. So you've got highlights around, and the reason the highlights come in so handy, it makes everything pop off of a page. Now, you can go over in different colours, and that will also, like, you can have pinks, you can have all different ones, and it will take out lines, and the lines are something that, you know, not all the time that you want, especially with fairy wings. So thank you, Joshua. So the whites come in so handy, especially the thin 0.7mm nibs for highlighting areas that you want, especially like, you know, around this donut, I've got some highlights, and hi, Beth. And then, you know, you can do it around the flumps, and then you might want to go in there and do it around these little water things. And, you know, there's so many uses for Poscas, and that is the most common use. We use that. The most common is to do highlights. Now, when you've got a colour, you don't just have to do highlights. You can take out, we'll use this example. You'll see this in my next completed pages. Now, I finished this. This is all Poscas. On the wings, we have got Posca. Let's use that. We have got Posca in a beige, not a white. This is a beige, and the beige just takes out all those black lines and makes those just pop. So that would be this one. Now, this is a 3mm nib, so it will say 3M, PC3M. Now, you can also go in, and on her face and around her hair, I've gone in with some white and some yellow, and you can bring out those strands in the same color that you've got. I took out the black line around her hair and I made that yellow. You can do so much with a Posca pen. You don't just have to do some highlights as we usually do, like around her tights or in the eyes. We use them a lot in the eyes. We have got them to use for everything, and that's why the color assortments are there for you, because you've got so many colors that you can use for your coloring books. Another prime example that I've done recently is we did this on the channel. Now, on the channel, hi everyone that I've missed. We did the winged horses together, didn't we? And we used the Posca pen to go around and take out those black lines to add them as we would with the colour that matches. So we've gone around with the blues, and the blues match the blue clouds. Same with the pinks. We've done the pinks to add the pink clouds. You can take out lines. You can re-add them in. You can make things pop. You can take out so many things with a Posca pen. Even around the moon, we took that black line out. 1 second. Sammy, could you repeat the size of the tiniest nib? Yep, it's 0.7. Hiya, everyone. Hi, Zelie. So you can use a Posca pen for pretty much anything. Then another prime example. if you've got something that you've done but you don't want to do white, you want to go in with something else. Remember, I did this one with the greens. We use it for crystals. Don't forget you can do crystals with them. Now, I've also done around this part, we have gone in with green, and we've gone around the green with a green Posca. So you can use Poscas in all different colours for all different purposes in your colour books. Pickle, what size Posca do you use the most? I use the 0.7 or the 1M. It will say 1M. Hiya, Sky. So you can use 0.7 is my favorite for going around crystals and doing highlights, but I use the 1M. It will say 1M. There are so many colors, Beth. You can go and look on supply shops. Now, in the UK, I use a site called Cult Pens. I will add that in the comments now. Just 1 second. So I use something called, this is in the UK. They sell them in singles, and they currently have them 3 for 2. I'm not trying to sell them to you. I'm just letting you know what's available and out there. Now, you can also use them, a little tip here. You know, if you're using something like fire. So when I did the Hannah Lingale, if I turn your brightness up, 1 second, everyone. Okay, so I did the fire on this Hannah Lingale. So this is from Maui Mermaids. I did this a while back. But on a fire, if you looked at a fire flame, you're not going to have black in there, are you? You're going to have, you know, just a flame. So in order to make it more lifelike and more realistic, you can go in there with that flame and take out those black lines. Good little tip is if you're doing fire and crystals, you can match the colour of the Posca to the crystal or the fire that you are doing. So this is more yellow. So I've put in a yellow Posca there, and that yellow Posca will take out those black lines, and you go in with your pencil and make it more realistic. So you're taking and eliminating black lines from your fires. I use it on fire a lot. You can use Poscas in so many ways, guys, and I've picked up a little tip. Now, I'm going to just do a quick demonstration for you to show you can use them. Yeah, for all the other colours, I would recommend one, Beth. I just use mostly, I've only got the white in the 0.7. I would use it in the 1. So it will say PC1M, which is this size. And the bullet tips on these, I'll show you. So the 0.7 is a little thin. I'll give out. Andrew, can you get me a baby white for a minute, please? So I've got it all on my hand. The 0.7 is like this thin metal tip, and it's absolutely brilliant, but it is so small. Whereas if you look at the bullet tip, it's more of like it's like a fabric. It's like a, look at my hands. It's like a fabric. And the difference is this 0.7 is metal, whereas the 1 and above they're a fabric. They're like a fabric. And if you can buy replacement tips for these, and you can refill them. But I mean, for me, I just buy a new one because they're not that expensive. So yeah, so Katrina, I'm going to show you because so many uses. If you want all the colours, there are so many uses for a Posca pen. Honestly, I use them all the time. I use all my colours. I'm just doing my hands, guys. I use all my colours. Yeah, that's it. There are so many colours, and we just sort of, we're all guilty of it. We stick to our whites, don't we? Because I wanted to really address this before I got on with the pop manga, because I thought, I've been asked so many times, like, Sam, you always using different Poscas. What are you doing with them? How do I use them? And I'm like, okay, do you know what? I'm just going to come on. I'm going to show you now. That's what I'm going to do. So, Andrew, turn that down. Sorry, guys. He doesn't think while I'm streaming, while the music's on. So if you've got something like, I'm going to use Miss Wah. Now, she is amazing. If anyone has not gone to her channel, I highly recommend you pop over to Miss Wah's channel. She uses Posca pens all the time. Now, this is the shades of Kawaii 1, and I'm just going to use this as an example. She shows on her channel how to use a Posca and graduate the different colours. Hold on. Is your screens all right, guys? Just making sure before I continue. Because I'm going to bring you down a little bit. But I want to make sure you're okay in the screen. Yeah. Just want to make sure. So I just want to use her art as an example. Now, yeah, great. Okay. Right, the channel I'm referring to is the artist of this book, Miss Wah. She uses Posca pens all the time, and I highly recommend you go over to her YouTube channel, type in Miss Wah, it's the same channel. So she will show you how to use Posca pens for filling in these spaces and making sure that this part here is graduated from a light colour to a dark to light, you know, all that. So she uses two colours, two shades in the same colour. Like she will grab a light blue and a dark blue. Miss Wah, yeah, Miss Wah. Ah, thank you, Gracelyn. I'm always on a Tuesday. So I want to show you what she has showed on her channel. And I thought this was really a good tip. The channel I'm referring to is the artist of this book, and she's called Miss Wah, W-A-H. So Miss Wah, I'll leave it there for a second. She's got a channel on YouTube. She shows her art, which she's creating this one, and she shows you how to use Poscas to their full advantage in spaces rather than just making like outlines go. We use it a lot for outlines and hair, you know, we use it for crystals, we use it for wings, but she shows you how to use it on a page. Now I'm going to show you on here because I just want to give you another example on how you can use your Poscas rather than just having them sitting there like an ornament like I do, or I have done in the past. So I'm just going to pop a bit of card behind that, and we're going to, I don't think I need to, I'm going to bulldog clip this actually, hold on. Yeah, so she will show you how to graduate. She will grab a light shade. Now this one is light blue. Don't forget to give it a good shake. Yes, Nikki. And then I'm just going to, she goes over the entire area first. So be wary about those black lines, but you can always re-put them back in with a black Posca. So she will go in there, and she showed this on her channel. So this is full credit to Miss Wah. And she is the artist of these books who makes them really fun. And I'm just showing you what you can do with Posca rather than just use a white one to sort of highlight and add little sort of, you know, fairy dusts and wings and all that stuff. So she'll first put this down, and this is your first lay down. Don't forget they are just acrylic paint, so they will do all the uses what acrylic paint will do. So she'll fill in an area, and just be mindful of your black lines. You can reapply those back in after with a black Posca. She will do that. It is so much fun. They don't bleed through as long as you don't press very hard. Then you grab your other shade, which is your darker blue, and then she will go to the edging, bring that in. So while they're wet, don't press too hard, because what's going to end up happening is that you're going to have, you know, a ripped page. So she brings in that other colour, and what she'll do is graduate that in. Grab your other one. She's got a paintbrush, and she just graduates the two in. So don't forget they are just paint. And you can use your Poscas in that way, where you graduate it in and there's no lines. And I was like, who knew? So that's what I've been trying. So I'm grabbing my light. You've got to do the two. It's got to be the same colour, but two shades of the same colour. And then you just use your paintbrush. And don't forget, they are just paint. They're just paint. And I was like, why didn't I think of this? So So I wanted to also show you that. So you can, don't forget, in between, use your baby wipe and rub off and just use it like paint. And I thought, oh my goodness, who knew? I was just like, oh my. So you can use Poscas to fill in areas as you would, instead of, you know, like how we use Copics and markers and all that good stuff. You can do it with Poscas, guys. And then when that's dry, go in with your black if you've gone over your line, because it's just paint pen. It's just a paint pen. It's life-changing information, right? So make sure that you've got a good shake going on. You've got to shake them up. Dry paintbrush, Angel, dry. Make sure it's dry. Have your baby wipe beside you to wipe it off. And then you grab your black back and you go back over those lines that you might have gone over. And there you go. It's like magic, you know, it does work. So you can use a little bit of pencil over it after if you really, really want to, because don't forget they are paint. You can put pencil over them and you can smooth it out if you've not done it smooth, and it works. So, you know, she is Fliss. I absolutely love her. CB and Tess, hi. So I thought I have to quickly show you what you can do with a Posca rather than just use a white one. We can use all these different ones and it won't be a problem. So yeah, I am super excited so that we can, you know, we can share this information. So you can use the Posca to fill in areas as well and graduate those colours in. If it doesn't for you first time, try again. And also, if it doesn't have a smooth blend the first time, don't forget, because they're acrylic paint, you can go over with your pencils when it's dry, but make sure it's dry. Then I'll show you on the back. It's got a slight, this is very thin paper, so it has gone through because I did it wet. When it's dry, it won't. Because I'm trying to be quick on the channel and I've not dried it off, it's gone through ever so slightly, but it will not do that. Yeah, so you want me to do another card? Hiya, Sabrina. Hi, Katrina. Can I show that again? Yeah. Okay, so don't forget, 2 of the same colour. So I'm going to grab a pastel orange and a darker orange. Yeah, that's it. You know, there's so many Poscas available on the market. You don't, you know, there's not just white. We use white because white is the most common. So grab your pastel one. So I'm just gonna do it up here, guys. So this is pastel orange, light orange, but it's a pastel orange. So go over the entire area. I'm trying to be quick, so I'm not letting this dry as much as you would in your free time, but let it dry. Let it dry. So as I said, this is full credit to Miss Wah for showing this on her channel, and if you've not checked her channel out, she is the artist of this book. So go over the entire area and let the first layer dry. But because we're trying to be quicker on the channel because we've got the picture to do, you know, we are not going to allow it to dry as much as you would. Oh, you're welcome. I thought, I have to try you. Hi, Linda. Yeah, go and check her channel out. Miss Wah, she is the artist of all of the Shades Kawaii book, and she shows you how to use a Posca like no one else does, honestly. She is the master, or the mistress, should I say, of Posca pens. So you get then your next shade. Make sure the shades are close to, so like 2 pinks or 2 blues. Make sure that they are that would have been right one. Make sure they are like a lighter shade and a darker shade, or you've got 2 greens. You know, you've got to sort of use your imagination, but they've got to be a little bit close to what they are. You can try them with completely different colours if you like. They are Sky. I love them. So again, remember, don't go too far in the corners with this. Go with your darkest shade in that. So bring it in a little bit and then grab your paintbrush dry and drag that down. And when it's blended in a bit, you can bring the next shade in, but it blends out like you would with markers. But I mean, don't forget, this is a Create Space paper, so this will be it won't withstand as much abuse, shall I say, as you know, a good one. Yeah, Zelie, she's doing good. She's doing good, thank you. So you remember, bring that down while it's wet and blend it into. Then you can go back to your lighter shade of Posca, and then with that lighter shade of Posca, you can just blend out. Make sure you wipe it off. Blend out those colours into each other until you've got an even blend. Now, don't worry about going onto the black lines. You can reapply those, and then, you know, you can reapply those, and you can put that back on, so it's fine. It's a bit early in the day for that. Guys. Seriously. So yeah. So if you want to blend that back in, yeah, you can do this. The Poscas last quite a long time, so you can get a smaller brush if you please, and you can keep fiddling with it until you're happy. But you can do that, and that is all you do. If you want to use Poscas for filling areas with a blend. So that is also another way. So don't forget, you can get them in different thickness of the pen. And like we have on, if you want to like do a bigger highlight, so we've used it on our Pop Manga, haven't we? And the bigger height, you got the pastels. Hiya. Like we've got big highlight on this, haven't we? We did the thicker pen. You don't have to use a thin pen. So if we've got a large area and this is like a large glass container, you can add that on, but as a thicker line, because it wouldn't necessarily be a really thin line. And yes, people are telling me there is a face in my ice cream, and now I can see it and I need to fix it. How do I choose what I outline or highlight? I never decide what to do. I just go by eye. So like with this, if I know it's glass, I've sort of gone around the edging. And then don't forget, we also used a pink Posca pen to go round this ice cream. So, and the same, if you think about where your light and dark parts are, the Posca pen is going to stand out most against the dark one. Yeah, Nikki, someone actually messaged me about the face in the ice cream, so don't worry. Hiya, May. So yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I didn't even realise I did that. That is actually quite spooky. I must have like a hidden talent of knowing faces without knowing I'm putting them there, but never mind. So yeah, I'm going to continue with this, but I hope that was a nice little demonstration. So don't forget, as well as using a Posca pen in that way to blend out in two different tones of the same colour. So like the two oranges can be blended in together, the two blues can be blended in together. Then you can use it for going into fire. We can do the fire and take out the black lines in a fire, so all you see is yellow and a nice glow. And then things like if you do crystals, so I'm just recapping what you can use them for everyone that's joining. So you've got crystals, and crystals are great when we've used them for crystals here and taken out the black lines. You know, tiny little bottles you can use them for. You can go over absolutely anything that you want to take out in terms of lines. If you've got a matching or corresponding colour in a Posca, you can do it. And I showed you the bug, didn't I? You can, if you don't have to do just you don't have to do just white. You can take a green one and you can put the green on here. And the green, hold on everyone, there's a wasp in here. Andrew, where are you? Because there's a wasp. Why is there always wasps about? 1 second, everyone. I will be back in 2 ticks. 1 second. Oh, 1 minute, guys. I will be back. Just bear with me. It's in there. Chip, stop it. I don't know where it's in. Over at the window. It was in here. He was just chasing it. Is it in here? Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. That you. Yeah, you can sort it out because it scared the life out of me. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I don't like wasps. There we go. It's gone. I usually leave the room at that point. Hiya, Christine. Right. So you can use. I'm back again. I'm back again. You can use a Posca for many different reasons, many different ways, and you don't just have to use a white. So like with this one, we used the green and we also used a white. So if you have got crystals and stuff, you can actually use, if you wanted to, you could take a green one to this green crystal and put some little mini, just some mini little lines in there as well. But the most part, you're going to use the white. But if you're wanting to do on wings and stuff, you can also use different colours rather than just white. Hi, Melissa. No, don't be silly. You have nothing to be sorry for. Okay, so as I said to you as well, on wings, if you use wings and you want to use a Posca on wings, you can use Poscas there as well. So there are many different uses you can use. Like in her hair, we bought the yellow Posca into her hair, and you can bring down and take out, oh, I'll get the lid off in a minute. So we used it like coming in here and bringing some, you know, just bringing some more in there. And you also can take out those black lines around the edging with the same corresponding colour to her hair and add that in. So there's so many uses that you can use for a Posca to use in your colouring book pages rather than just using white. Many different ones, many different thickness you can use, but my most recommended would be this bullet tip, which says PC 1M. Thank you very much, Mr. Q. Hi, Laurie. So everyone that's joining, a huge hello to you. Good afternoon here from me. We are going to be continuing this and finishing it off, but I wanted to do a demonstration for half an hour on how to use Poscas in your colouring books. Sorry. Oh. So just bear with me. Bear with me. Yes, I do have a Dean mug. For any Supernatural fans, I have a Dean mug. So let's get on. Let me move all these. Let's move. We need to finish these off and get on with what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah. Katrina, the 0.7 that I would recommend would be white, and everything else I would recommend in 1 or above. But that is entirely up to you because it depends on what you're using for. But I usually have the 0.7 in the white. I also have it in the 1, and that's usually the types. I do have the next one, not the next one up. This is 5. And this I use on thicker things like going around, like we did on this one. We used it for just going, it just saves going over it. It sends a bigger line. So it highlights like a larger area. It depends on the size of your picture. I mean, I've got a thicker one, and this is an 8. And this is for, it's a chisel tip, and this is for backgrounds. 0.7 is the smallest, yeah. It's the smallest that you can get. It's tiny. It's tiny, honestly. The nib on it is a little metal one. So we are going to dive right in here. Yes, you can use pencils over them if they're not too sharp and too scratchy. Make sure they are completely dry, and you've got to be a little bit light-handed because otherwise you're just going to scratch the paint off the page. You're welcome. So they are brilliant. I love Poscas, and I pretty much get all the colours because, yeah, I love to have them. They're something I use frequently, and they're just something that, to me, they're an essential part of my colouring pages. They're just essential to me. But everyone's different. They're just what I wanted to give just a demonstration and a talk about them, because I've been asked quite a few times, like, what do you use them in? How do I use them? Apart from the white, what other colours can I use? How, if I did buy a green, for instance, how would I use it? And I thought I'm just going to cover it because it's a good question. It's a good question. Yeah, I do have 0 points. I'll show you. The 0.7, I don't know if you, it's a 1 mr, that's right, but it's a 0.7 millimeter. But it's like May's just put, it says PC 1 mr. And underneath it will say pin type because it's a pin, and it's a 0.7 millimeter. And it's a tiny, if you come too close, it will blur. It's a tiny little pin edge. So yeah, that is what that is. You're welcome. So we will get into our pop manga. So how are you all doing, and what you all up to? What you all colouring, and did you all have a good day so far? I know for a lot of you it's still the morning. I mean, it's the afternoon. Thanks, Beth. So we are going to dive in, everyone. So we are, I'm thinking, going to tackle, I think with the colorist special effects, I don't know if she does an ice cream cone. Let's have a look. So we use the colorist special effects to do the ice cream on this, which was so handy. And if you haven't got any of them yet, they are by Helen Elliston, and they are really handy. So handy. Pickle, pictures of him. Thank you very much. And you just completed a page in Lost Ocean. Oh, lovely. Does it cover Sim PJ's bedroom? Oh, bless you. Oh, you're having a nice relaxed day. So I'm just going to have a look if this covers an ice cream cone, or is it just the ice cream? Because if not, I will just do it off the own. No, it's just the ice cream. So I will have to wing the rest and try myself. That's no problem. It's only a small ice cream cone. So the good thing with this is you have got so many helpful hints and tips, and we have done, there's loads of flip throughs going around. Like here, she shows you how to do flames, and you can take out, she's got a really good tutorial on all of this, and this is how you'll end up. But if you see, there's no black lines in that. And if you're doing that in your colouring books, you can take out the lines with Poscas and go over them with pencils and fade it out and do a haze. You can do so much of that. But we use this tutorial in here, and we followed step by step on how we started here, went step 2, step 3, 4, and we went up to 5. So we used this whole, I've never done a tutorial out of this book before, and it was a great experience. So there's so many things that we can do. I'm going to turn your lighting up because it changes it when I do stuff. There we go. So this is a great guide. And if you're a beginner, I highly recommend these books because they do have some really helpful hints and tips. And things like, you know, food, and you get a practice page. And then you've got the natural world. So she goes into feathers and flowers and flames and frogs and grass. You know, there is something for everyone in these. Hi, Tammy. Oh, Sabrina, bless you. How's your hand? Poscas are acrylic paint, Joan. Yeah, they're watered down acrylic paint. So I think we will start off. I'm going to have to tilt you up slightly because you won't see it properly otherwise. There we go. Is it better at a tilt, isn't it? It's better at a tilt. Did the skull is my icon on my IG page? I'm going to have a look. Oh, yes, of course, I have seen that. Yeah, it's brilliant. Angel, I think personally, if you want to try, well, I love the second, but that's just me. If you're asking my opinion, I'd say the second. Yeah, they are really good, especially for beginners, you know, or even forget beginners. They're just great because you can pick up tips and tricks from them. But they are there to help you and guide you along the way if you're starting out as well. So I'm going to grab my Prismas, because we were using Prismas, and we're going to get stuck in. Oh, hiya, Tati. That's okay. I was just showing because I know you bought those Poscas. So at the beginning, I've done a demonstration on all the uses for them, Tati. So I'm so sorry you missed that. I know you bought some. I know you bought some. So if you wanted to go back on that another time, the first 25 minutes is all how to use Poscas, what for uses, and how to use them in different ways. So I hope you're well, Tati. I think we will start with, I'm going to bring you down a little. I'm zoomed in as much as I can zoom you in, but I can bring my camera tripod down for you. I've had to put you on here so it's a bit, is that a better picture for you? Oh, bless you. Yeah, because I know you bought some. Hi, Elizabeth. No, I hope you're okay. Oh, Susie, you make me laugh sometimes. Well, no, not sometimes. You actually do make me laugh. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe, because we did cat 1 and I just wanted to keep it more or less like that. I'm thinking maybe cat 2 should be black and white. I don't know, or browns or a tabby. We could even do a tabby cat, but I don't know how to put the tabbies in. But maybe we could do like an orangey cat or a brown. I'm trying to think now. So we did the metals, so I don't have to do all that in. Oh, Sabrina, you're a warrior girl. What the heck, you're doing it? Oh, I wish you better, Elizabeth. I don't want to put too many colours on my page. I don't like too much going on. So I'm just deciding with you all. So, yeah, we've pretty much covered quite a lot of things on this. We've covered metals, we've covered ice cream, we covered Sam's version of fur, we've covered glass from the tutorials, and we have covered how to shadow and shade the skin in. We've not done too much on this one, to be honest. That's okay, Robin. Take care. I'm thinking a black and white cat. Yeah, we're not going to entertain. Hold on. I know there's things that have gone on which I'm not entertaining. But oh my goodness. I hope you're all right that needs the love. Hiya, Mona. Right, so we are going to get on. So I'm thinking if I start off with a darker grey, build myself up to the black in the cat. Yeah, we're going to go for that. Sorry about knocking the camera. So I might bring you down a little bit. There we go. And we will carry on doing what we're doing. So I think the good way and the way forward with doing this black and white cat is starting off with a dark grey, working ourselves up to the black maybe, and adding white highlights. What do you think? I have never done this before. And we're going to just go for it because why not? Hi, Connie. Yeah, I think black and white though. I fancy a black and white. I think the black and white cat would go with the grey and white cat. And it will stand out amongst the background that I'm going to do, because I'm going to do quite a... I'm thinking for the background, I want it quite sweet. You know, like we would have in a sweet shop, pastel-y, and I want to graduate like ombre. But we're going to have to also bear in mind with these stars. So I'm just going to play around really, because I'm doing this all with you on screen. So I'm sort of picking it up as I go along. Okay, I'll just bear with me. Bear with me. Oh my God. Thanks, Beth. Hiya, darling. Hope you're well. So who's got some short pencils? I just come across mine. That is what you call short pencils. There is literally nothing else that can be put out of these. Look at them. That's okay, Gracelyn. You take care. Okie dokie. So I'm going to get my sharpener, get everything out. I know there's no use left in those. No use left in those babies. They are tiny. So I have grabbed warm grey 70%. I've also grabbed espresso and black. They are tiny, but I have got one more white there. They were my luminance. Thanks, Natalie. They are my luminance pencils as well. I've got a light peach and a luminance that are tiny. My buff titanium, of course. So these are the pencils I have grabbed. I have got warm grey 70%, espresso, white and black. So the numbers are PC1056, PC1099, PC938 and PC935. So I do hope you are all well for everyone that's joining in. So how I'm going to do this is the black and white cat is going to have black markings. Now I'm thinking the paws are going to be black, and I'm going to go for markings like that. I'm going to go for a tail that is predominantly black. So I am drawing it in with you. I'm going to turn the light in down, and no, actually you need it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to add in some markings like with the face. I want them to have a mask. And I think I'm going to do down the back. So I'm just adding in where I want my black spots on this cat. And then the ears are going to be black with fluff. I think it's going to have a mask. And then we might have little black feet. Does that sound good? That sounds all right, doesn't it? And then I'm going to grab my, just very lightly, I'm going to base this down first before I add in the black and the whites and stuff with warm grey 70%. So I'm just going to base down, because don't forget these parts are going to be black. So I'm just going to go with a base to start with. And get this going somehow. Yeah, there is a smirk in that ice cream. I know, everyone's told me and pointed it out to me. So I have a I have a face in my ice cream, which was unintentional, but I think we'll leave it there. I think we'll have a happy ice cream by the sounds of it, so all good in the hood. That's fine. So yeah, I'm going down very lightly with this grey to start with. If there's anything for me, don't forget to pop it in caps. But if you're talking amongst yourselves, it's fine. Just not in caps, but you know, anything that's directed at me, just shout it at me, and it will catch my eye if I scroll up. If I've missed it, just say, Sam, scroll up. I asked the question, and I'll scroll. So thank you, Ancha. I'm just sort of planning out where I want this. So the feet are going to be black as well, like little socks, black socks, I think. So we're just planning where we want our stuff to go. And same with that part here. I'm going to put an extra bit in, I think. So you can do your cats how you know, how you want, really. I mean, there's so many different colours, aren't there? It's like dogs. You've got an arrangement. So, and I'm going to bring some, don't forget, with fur, hair, and it's all about small, sharp, small strokes. Yeah, all right, Sammy in the hood. It'll be good in the hood. No, you can't run out of polys. It's a crime. It is a crime. The good thing though is when you've got a full set of anything, you can just re-add in, if that makes sense. So buy the singles as you run out at a time. It's buying the initial first lot, isn't it, and getting them all. If you buy them in singles, getting them all together. Okay, so we are just putting down that initial colour so we know what we're doing or where we're going with our black. So I'll show you. It is just to start with, we are going for the black in those areas. So 2 seconds, lovelies. I'm just going to have a mouthful of drink. Hi, Natalie. That's okay. I hope you're having a good work day. Same as Tatty. 1 second, everyone. Is it that lighting that's causing that? 1 second. Bear with me. Yeah, I'm going to have to put that back on. It does cause a bit of a glare because it's a white light. Hold on. I'm just going to put my hand there for a second. Maybe it's an overload of lights. I don't know. Sorry, just... Is it okay? I know there's a slight... I'm going to have to deal with that. There is a slight light issue. As long as you can all see what I'm doing okay. Because I don't want it to be... I don't want it to be a flop. All right, I'm just going to ask for your opinions before I, just for a second. I know, is there a slight on your screen? Hi, Lynette. Is there a slight problem with your screens or is it okay? As long as is it clear? Have you got it in HD? Is it clear? That's all I need to know. Hi, you unicorn gal. Before I continue. Because I have to do this, because I can't do this all prior to coming on stream. I have to do it on stream. So as long as it's good on your screens, that's all I care about. Okay, right, perfect. Perfect. Right, brilliant, because it's funny on my great. It's funny on my screen. Brilliant, perfect. Lovely. Right, fantastic. It's just my screen then. Okay, so now I'm going to get my espresso and I am going to start adding in very small, how I want the fur to come out, very small strokes. Now, I can't bring you in anymore, so the only way I can do that is if I bring my tripod down to the page. And I can only go in that amount, okay? As long as you all guys can see. So I am going to now grab my espresso, and I am going to, as long as you can see what I'm doing, I am bringing in small strokes of fur, which I will build up on. And don't forget, I've said this in my last stream, I am not the best at fur, but I am doing my best what I can do. So I'm building on where I would like these strokes to go and going with that direction. They're directional strokes. So you build up on them and go with the direction of what you would look at if you saw a cat, a dog, or whatever animal that you are basing this on. You're going to have to kind of look at a picture and think, okay, right, let's build on that. Fur is one of the most trickiest things if you're not used to doing it, and it's a complete learning curve. And they are not all in one direction. They go in different directions, and it's about building it up. Take care, Susan. See you soon. Okay, so now I'm going to get my black. And don't forget, black is your darkest colour, so you can't come back from this as easy. So you want to build up that motion and see what you're going to end up with. So just build up on it. And just try to see where you would want those strokes to go. It's a learning curve, guys. So you can kind of just winging it really with these kinds of things, because it's a learning curve for everyone, and especially for me. If you're used to doing fur, then you're probably thinking that I'm, you know, not doing this very well, but still. So I'm just building up with my black, but I've got that grey base down, so you're not going to have those nasty white gaps, but you can add some whites in and see where we're at with that after. See, it's kind of like building on that. It does, Connie, it does. It's the same sort of thing. It's building up the strokes. So again, espresso, and I'm gonna build up on that. Yeah, it does have one, sweetheart. So I'm just gonna bring in and build up with the espresso. So like I do with hair, it's kind of just going along that same sort of, the same kind of motion of strokes and build up. So we're just gonna wing it and hope for the best. Yeah, they are cute. Okay, back to black. Now with the black, make sure that your pet, just a little tip with doing, you know, hair of any kind, you need sharp, just a sharp tip. The sharper it is, the more detailed your picture's going to be. And as I say to you, this is, with me with fur, I'm probably not the best person in the world to listen to, but I am just, you're here and I'm telling you what I'm doing as I'm going along. So I'm adding in some more. Now it's building up on it, and there is kind of like a bit of a ragged look. Yeah, and you do share away in the comments what you're all up to. Can you hear her? She's singing away. Okay, so I'm going to get the black. I'm not going to get the espresso in here because it's only a fiddly area. So I'm going to grab the black and I'm going to add in those strokes. And don't be like me and press too hard. So I'm going to add from there. And these in the ears, before we put any like pinky colour in there, I kind of just put like a little, just I was just reading the chat for a second. I'm just putting in those wisps coming up so that we got some hair going on. But yeah, it's entirely up to you how you want to do this. Now, again, I'm going to grab back my espresso. I'm trying to think on how the little lines would go with this. Now, my hand has to come up here, and I'm adding in those small strokes. Yeah, it is hard. That's okay, Angela. Thank you. Aww, you're colouring. Hammies, you love cute colouring, yeah. Sometimes there's a real big need for it, isn't there? Okay. So I'm just adding in those small strokes. Just going to do it on all these black parts I have done that I'm going to be doing. So go in the direction of the fur. And there might be a little bit of fur that way, won't there? So we're just going to add that in. And then with my black, we're going to add build up of that coming in. And just, again, this is you kind of got to just figure out where the direction would go and where the fluffiness look would go. Oh, the book is called Cute Colouring. Have you got it on your Instagram? I'll have a look. Sometimes you need something like that though, don't you? Is it like a really cutesy book, like the Kawaii book? It's cutesy. I call them cutesies. Okay, so I'm just going to, again, I need my espresso. I'm just building on that. Good morning, my fairy treasures. What's your name? So I can call you by your name, bless you. Unless, of course, you want to be called my fairy treasures. Then, of course, I will. I'll call you that. So espresso again. And the good thing is there is a little bit of a direction with the hair here. And we're going to do little socks. So we've got little socks going on. Bless him. I think this one's going to be called socks. So we're going to add that in. Angie, thank you so much. Good morning, Angie. Oh, that's good, Laura. Hi, Laura. Okay, just need to make that a sharp tip again. And then with the socks, I'm not going to add any. Can you hear Andrew? I'm going to add just a bit of shading as opposed to strokes because the feet are not really that furry, are they? They're quite smooth on a cat. I'm just going to add that a little bit. And the same with this one. I'm trying to not get my hands in the way, but it's very hard because of the angle. So I'll come up here and I'm going to add a little bit of, there we go. Just add a little bit of shading in. You lurking? That's okay, Rebecca. Yeah, I think Angie, your username is really sweet. I think Fairy's quite cool. Okay, so just gonna add a little bit of that in as well. Bring that up. Now, with regards to the rest of this, I'm not going to add because I want it as black and white. So I'm just going to go around some of that fur and define it with this black Prisma. So just very short, sharp little lines just as I go along, and just add in that furry look around the edges. And I think I'm pretty much going to leave the cat like that, because don't forget the background isn't going to be white, so this will stand out, and we can always come back and add if we want to. Hiya, Francis. Didn't see you there. How are you? Okay, I'm going to just get some peach and be mindful of that black I've put in. And I'm just going to add a bit of that in and tiny bit on that little nose. So teeny tiny details. On the nose, we've got a little tiny peachy nose and in the ear. But with the kitten, I'm going to leave it as black and white because we're going to have an ombre background with stars. So this little kitten will stand out as black and white. Thanks, Elaine. We'll keep that as it is for now because we can always add and bring in our details at the end, can't we? I'm just grabbing some nectar a minute. I'm just going and defining that. So this is the nectar. I'm just going around the ear and a tiny bit on that little nose, bless it. And then don't forget, after we can come back and we can put some of those little whiskers back in. But you leave those tiny little details because look, those whiskers come out to the background. So we'll smudge those. Whereas these ones we can define those ones. And again, we can define that little nose like that. See, those ones we can bring in. I'll do those and define those ones after, because if I do those now, I'm going to smudge it. Okay, so we'll go for the ice cream cone. We've still got that little bit of ice cream to do as well, haven't we? We'll go for the ice cream cone next. So we need a light lay down, I think, first, which I'm thinking along the lines of, sorry if I'm knocking the tripod for a second. I'm thinking I'm going to go for a base coat of jasmine. So this is jasmine, which is PC1012. And I'm going to go in first with this colour. And we're going to define this with other colours as well, but you go in with a base first. And I'm going to leave some of that down here. So you've got some markings in there to sort of guide you after with your crisscross. So you're only just putting the base coat down first. I find Prisma's an all-rounder, Faye, for any paper. They're an all-rounder. So I think if you're going to look for a pencil to sort of head towards for any type of paper, I'd say Prismacolors, personally. But I like to use all different. Luminance are very good as well. I know they're expensive, but they're amazing for tooth because they're made for artists, and the toothy paper is pretty good. Have I missed anyone? To anyone I may have missed, a huge hello to you and thank you for joining me today. Okay, now I have grabbed goldenrod. Now, I'm going to just pick out some shading. This is my second colour to add in. And I'm just going to go underneath as well, but leave some of that jasmine. So we've got a bit of a difference. If you're slightly washed out, I'll bring that lighting down a bit. There we go. So, yeah. Okay, Pickle. So we're going to go add some in there. Same with this part here. I want that quite defined. So we're going to go in a little bit more with that goldenrod. Now, with these lines, I'm going to go over those lines, but I've got a sharp pencil. And I'm going to add in that detailing with the goldenrod of the waffle. It's like a waffle effect, isn't it? Just in a bit of an opposite direction. So I'm adding that in with the goldenrod, and her hand may shadow that little bit, so I won't bother doing it on that part because she shadowed it. Oh my goodness, Ray, I'm excited for you. They are amazing, the Luminance. I've recently really started to embrace my Luminance. I use them all the time. So enjoy them, sweetheart. Enjoy them. Now I'm going to get a brown, but I'm not going to do too much with this brown. It's just going to shadow a little bit. So I have just picked up dark brown for now, and quite lightly, with a lighter pressure than I would on the other colours, I'm just going to add in some of that definition with this colour only, and then just a little bit underneath. Just small amounts, just tiny little sort of bits to bring out those squares. Not all of them, just some. Just adds a little bit in. So this is just sort of making those little squares stand out. So these are tiny squares. If you had this on a bigger scale, it would be a lot easier to do. But you don't have to do too many. It just brings it up. Yeah, Francis, they are amazing, aren't they? Hi, Desiree. Oh, bless you. I hope you feel better. I sent you a message. Have an easy day today. And anyone that's feeling rubbish today, I wish you all well. Okay, so we're just getting underneath there with that dark brown and shadowing out a little bit. And same on this side. I just want to bring some of that down. And then grab back the goldenrod. One second, guys. I just looked up at the right time then. Finally got my 50 pastel Holbeins on the way. Oh, for £88. That's really good. Enjoy them. Okay, you will enjoy them. You'll be using gouache as a base in your colouring book and you love it. Francis is into gouache at the moment. Quite a lot. So I'm grabbing back my goldenrod. I must say I've never used gouache. I love the Neos. So I'm learning a medium sort of at a time, and that's the thing when you've got all these mediums, you want to learn them, but they take some time. And then I can try and come on and do something with them soon as well. So I'm kind of thinking along the lines of that. I don't want to shadow it too much. And then on this little tiny circle, I'm going to get my dark brown and just define that around the edge. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how that came out. Okay, so thinking. I think we're just going to have to finish up. We need our tongue. We need to do our tongue. So I'm going to grab the colour blush pink, and with the blush pink, I'm just going to, with her tongue, I want to base down because I don't want it to be too pink because of that. So I'm going to base down that first. So this is blush pink in PC 928. So just in there, she's got a little sprinkle on her tongue. See, that's where a Posca will come in handy. And then with henna, so this or mahogany red, you can do either, but I'm going to grab henna. I'm just going to go sort of into there, and we're going to bring that in a bit, but you want the blush pink to show through, so not too much, just sort of, and then get your blush pink back and blend out the edges of the henna, and you can kind of keep it like that. I'm going to grab black and just darken up the inside of her mouth, but she's got some teeth there, so I don't want to do too much. And that, see, it's so simple, because I don't want to overcomplicate it. Now she's got a tiny little sprinkle on her mouth, and I'm going to get the light pink Posca, and I'm just going to use that. Now with this ice cream, I'm thinking, hold on guys, you have to get them going, otherwise they're not juicy. So I'm just going to go around the edging of that actually and take out those black lines so that it kind of just molds ice cream and looks more realistic. So you can go around all the edging of that and just bring all those black lines out. Might need a second coat. They don't always take the first time. But of course, it's your picture. You can do it as you please. But look, it looks more realistic. Thanks, Desiree. We did a little black and white cat as well, but it will look more black and white once the background's all done. Take care, Faye. Holbein gouache or Grain Madrid. Did they do gouaches then, Laura Holbeins? See, I'm not in the know with all the gouache talk. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to have to finish off the metals and stuff with you on here, and then we'll do the background. We're going to finish this off hopefully today, if that's okay with you. So we did deco pink on that, didn't we? And hot pink. So I'm going to just do a little bit of that. So we have got the, let me find it. You can even do magenta. If we've got our processed red is what we used, didn't we? And dioxide purple. It was dioxide purple hue, but we can use dark purple. Okay. Enjoy your Hannah Lynn mermaids. I absolutely love Hannah Lynn stuff. Love it. So we missed out this little bit over here. I'm going to bring the lighting over a bit more so we've highlighted it. We put down as our base the deco pink. I'm going to try and remember this, but I have got the book in front of me if I need to refer back. So we've got a bit of ice cream here, which I missed last time. And a tiny bit there. We can add some more if we want in as well. Then I think it was hot pink, wasn't it? So I don't know if that's in front of me. I'm going to have to look. Oh, you got the digital one. Yeah, straight away. Sorry, everyone, about my arm. I'm just getting the prisoners in front of me. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Yeah, Sky is a lover of her Hannah. Okay, so now we've got hot pink. And hot pink, I'm just going to remember, add small lines it was. We did this last time on all this ice cream. So we have got small lines and then we shade upwards. So small lines, shade upwards. Bring some of that down first. Make it textured. So squiggly lines and shade up. So I do hope that everyone is well and enjoying all your crafty projects and enjoying watching your channels that you like to enjoy and watch and all of that. Okay, and then I'm going to get processed red and go from that line that we've just made, the squiggly line. And don't forget, this is from Helen Elliston's tutorial. We did the ice cream. Just trying to remember it. So I'm just going upwards with those lines, but leaving some texture to it. So it's like the texture of this above. So I've just got to adjust my back, everyone. 2 seconds. You like what my accent? See, we don't hear ourselves as an accent because it's not what we're used to, and everyone else has an accent, isn't it? So bringing this up. I'm trying to think of some new events, guys, as well. And I want some feedback. What I was thinking, what might be a good idea, and it's a way for subscribers and viewers to get involved, is we should have a subscriber tip, like tip of the month. So my tip would, like the Posca, for instance. The Poscas, my tip was you don't have to just use them as highlights. You can use them to colour in with. Thanks, Desiree. Will keep me updated on it. Just message me. Hi, Desiree B. We've got 2 Desirees. So like, this is I think it's a good idea. So if subscribers of the channel, write in the comments little tips and tricks of what you've picked up. Each month we can try one out on screen. So for instance, someone might have had a tip of, if I shade with a certain colour, you know, it defines hair or just, oh, I don't know, anything. So tips and tricks that you have picked up, I will pick one out each month and we'll do in one of our streams, we will try them out. We will try out one of those tips and tricks, but I have to pick one out each month. So I think this is a good idea because then we can name who did it. We can name, you know, who sent that tip in, and they can get full credit for it as well, bless them. So it's a nice little thing to be able to put together and make, because it's not just my channel, it's everyone else's as well. You know, we're all here, and we're sharing, we share what we know. Hi, Beth. Welcome back. I just thought it'd be a nice little idea to get viewers involved, because we all know little tips and tricks, and someone might say, oh, you know, well, let's try this out this month, and it might be a nice little idea to do something like that. Okay, so I've just got the process red, and then it's the dioxide purple hue, don't forget, which you're going to add just some of that to define it a bit. So just on the shadowed bits only. So yeah, it's like a subscriber thing, like a subscriber hour. Yeah, this is something. Desiree, you stay there, girl, if you need to. No need to get up. If you don't need to get up, don't get up. There are 3 Desirees here. You're multiplying. Oh, look, she just wrote that spell. You are multiplying, Desiree B. So, oh, how funny. Take care, Francis. Take care, sweetheart. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab my light pink and I'm going to go around that. And if you haven't got Poscas, I highly recommend them. They are amazing. And I'm going to add some more splotches because, yeah, and like it just, yeah, look at that. It just is, oh, I just love it. And then another little drip. There we go. So we've added some more, and it's taken out all those black lines. The good thing about these Poscas is that it's taken out all those black lines around the ice cream. The ice cream now looks realistic. So now we're going to get back to some metals, I think, because that's what we're going to do. Are you all good for that? You are all good for metals. So I need to get my little books of tricks. Where did I put my little book of tricks? There it is. 1 second, everyone. Go and stick on some Supernatural, Desiree, and grab your books. Oh, which one? Take care, Joshua. Have a great day. Oh, thanks, Ray. Okay. So I have got in here, remember I've got my little book where I keep my swatch samples of stuff. So like these are the whole binds which I've just recently done. I also keep combinations in here too. Who, me, Linda? I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm fine. Right, so I am grabbing the silver combination here, which is silver metallic 949, 70% cool grey, which is 1065, black, which is 935, blend and smooth with 949, which is silver metallic, and then you use a white gel pen for accents. So that's what we're going to do. And I do generally put down stuff in here that I need, and all my Poscas I have swatched out as well, which is a nice little idea to do. So it's a good little tip. Yeah, take care, Joshua. Desiree, I'll just screenshot it. Anything that I sort of pick up along the way, I usually stick in there if I remember. It's a good little thing to have. Okay, so we're going to grab the silver, like we said, the cool grey. So let me grab that. It doesn't matter which grey, but the cool grey just goes really well. And we need black and white. So we got those beside me. Just ask. I share everything on the channel. You know me. If there's anything that you need to ask, just fire it out and I'll tell you. And anything that I know I pick up or I pick up along the way, I'm telling you along the way anyway. So, you know, sorry about hitting the camera there. So I'm going to do some more silver, I think, on these parts here. So we're going to put a base down of silver metallic. Linda, I'm here. Hiya, Kenneth. Yeah, no, the wasp did scare me, but I am here. Is in chat, is Linda having problems with her screen because she thinks I've gone, I think. Sammy, do you go to art schools for such to learn everything? Just on my own. I just pick up stuff on my own. I am here, Linda. I've been here for a long time. I was just about to say, can someone tell Linda I am here? No, I'm here. Okay, silver metallic. So this is 949. So we're going to do this entire section down here with that. Is your internet playing up? Oh no, I've been here the whole time. The wasp. No, the wasp has not carried me away, although it could have done, because I'm absolutely petrified of them. But no, I'm still here. So silver metallic down. Oh, bless you. Yes, Tilly. I'm going to have to just get up a second and just let her out her cage, bless her. Oh, bless you. Desiree, I was showing everyone, look. Is any supernatural, I don't want to spill my tea, any supernatural fans? We got a Dean in the house. Look, he goes all the way round. All the way round. You do need Sam. Okay, so we have got the cool grey, which was the, I've picked up the 50, but you can use the 70. Just dulls it down a bit. And we go back over. It's now, you're not putting that right in, you're just sort of doing that and phasing it out. You want to know where you want your shines on stuff, so you just keep it as close to that as possible. Oh, you finished it? I'll have a look after. I was having a day away from the internet yesterday. Yeah, I do. I love him. Okay, back to just back on top with the silver. I must say, we've been watching #1 again. So grab a black, any black, prism black, poly black, whatever black you've got. It really doesn't matter on that. So I've just grabbed my Prisma, poly, sorry. Get all of them mixed up. Okay, I'm just going to add in a bit of definition there. So it just darkens it up on the corner. Yeah, I'll have a look. I'll have a look. So anyone that sent me messages over the last few days, or any emails or any YouTube comments, I wasn't around yesterday. I was having a day away from the internet. So I had a migraine from hell yesterday. So I will catch up today or tomorrow. I wasn't anywhere yesterday online, nowhere. I had time away. Okay, I'm just going to grab my white and blend that in. And then with your white Posca, I used a very small nib. This is a 0.7 millimeter. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go sort of like that, just down around. So if you just bear with me for 2 seconds, everyone, I am going to move myself for a second. Hold on. We'll be back in like 1 minute. So I'm just going to put that over. I will be back in 1 minute. I just need to stretch my back and get a drink. Just bear with me. Yeah. Right, I've got my juice, got my juice, got my juice. 2 seconds, everyone. Right. Oh, sorry guys, my back's playing up, so I just had to move. Oh, I was just helping Andrew for just 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back, I'm back. Hi, Chip. Oh, there we go, move that. Okay, so we're going to do these metals. I've got cream on my hand now. I was just helping Andrew. Oh, hold on, everyone. Right, so I think we're going to stick with that combination up here. So we're going to go back to our silver. Now, we've got 2 parts to this little handle. So we'll go from the top, and I'm going to meet in the middle, I think, with my shine. So light pressure to start with, and sort of come to the middle. I forgot to open Tilly's cage, bless her. And then this is going to be darker anyway, because it's like the underneath of the handle. And then I'm going to grab my 50% cool grey. And again, I'm going to kind of bring that down. And meet that up in the middle. Get your black. Now the black underneath is going to be a little bit more pronounced because it's the underside of the handle. And then bring that just in a little bit. And same applies to that end. And into the middle. Oh, bless you, Katrina. Yeah, he's sitting beside me. In the middle, I'm going to bring the white in. So it just gives it a highlight. So, oh, see? It just brings that over. Well, let me bring that over for you. I've had to put this behind, so you're on a bit of a tilt up. Is that all right in your screen? So I'm just catching up on chat for a second. Okay. I think the middle is going to be this golden colour. And then as for these, I'm going to do them in this silver, I think. So we're going to bring the silver back in. I'm just going to repeat that pattern, guys. Silver, I won't shout out the numbers because I've done that. So we'll bring that silver in. I'm going to keep the shine towards the top. This part will be the darkest. And the same, I'm going to bring that up. And then again, I'm going to stick with that same pattern, but this will be darker anyway because it's the top one and the cat is kind of covering it. Yeah, same, Josh. You had to run back to I absolutely love Supernatural, love it. So you sing in a Dean Winchester cover band. That is so cool. Do you do all the songs from the show? Like all the he does like rock songs, doesn't he? That is dedication. Oh, that's funny. You've run all the way over to tell me that. Okay, cool grey 50%. I'm going to bring some of that in. I'm going to leave a bit of a shine on the top and towards the middle, and it's the same. here. And this one will be the dark one anyway. So now I'm going to bring my black back in. The underneath of these metal parts are going to be darker. So we're going to just put those as black. Has everyone's temperatures where you are cooled down now? Is it getting more cooler? You're out of bed. Yes, Tilly. Okay, we're going to bring some of that black in. And then again, a little bit into that. Back to the silver, just blend that in a bit. And just keep with that. Are you all like okay for time? And because I'm still going. Hi Sue, how are you doing? Bringing some white in and keeping the highlight at the top. And I quite like that sort of kept with that combination. It's 90 degrees still there. It's cooler now here. It's gone nice. But I know everyone's having a bit of a heat wave going on. Sorry, I missed that. Still hot and muggy on the East Coast. Oh no, Christine. No, it's good here. It's good here. I'll show you. Our temperature's cooled right down, but we don't do it in Fahrenheit. We do it in Celsius. And currently, I don't know if you can see, we're 21, which in Fahrenheit is, we are 69 Fahrenheit now. So it's not bad, not bad. Joshua, you sing all the songs from the shows. That's not everyone knows, but Gents Knuckles actually does sing. Yes, I know. I'm an avid fan, so I follow everything. Yeah, he does, and he sings brilliantly. I watch all these little singing events online. Yeah, come on over. It's actually quite good now. It's a nice temperature now. Take care, May. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Come over. It's fine. It's like cooled down. It's fine. Okay. Back to my silver. I know everyone was saying about this heat wave was like just murder this year. It was just horrendous, and we had a big share of it for us. I mean, but you guys have it a lot more harsh than we do, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, I know everyone was saying they was having a harder time with it. So come on over to England. It's cooler now. It's still a bit muggy though, but not to the degree that you guys have it. Oh, bless you in Botswana. Yeah, so make the most of it at the moment. If you got the cool weather, you usually get it quite hot, don't you? It's a hot continent, you are. Okay, so with the silver, I'm sort of going to these edges and bringing that in a bit lighter. And then the same here, I'm going to bring that edge as a bit darker and bring the lightness up into this area. So you're just sort of planning out where you want to go with this. So before I start shading and doing all the stuff, I'm going to bring that up and fade it out. So for those that have joined late, at the beginning of the stream, I demonstrated how to use Poscas in different colours and different forms in different ways. If you wanted to go back on that, if that was of any interest to anyone. That's okay, Joshua, honestly. Talk away about Dean as much as you want. Yeah, you'll get the hot spout soon, won't you? Okay, so again, before I bring that, I'm going to pull that dark part of the metal as the underneath and meet it into the middle as the lighter part. So you kind of got to go with where you think shadowing would be, and obviously where this cat is would have a darker area, and then we kind of go from there and build on that. So we've got our base down. And then we're going to go in with the cool grey, 50%, and bring some of that in. And now we can start layering up on metals. It's harder on a bigger space to kind of know where you're kind of thinking, oh, okay, where do I want my shadows to go? Where do I want the lighter parts to go? What would be a good way to put that onto metal? Just go with it. There's not really a massive right and wrong. You can kind of just plot it out on a page. Where do I want to put all this stuff and roll with it? It's not going to be a disaster because, you know, we all fear things, but it's just knowing where you want to put your light and dark and shadows into your own pictures and make it your own. So I'm just putting underneath, and I'm going to bring some of that up again into here. Now, don't forget your edges will be of your darker areas, so it's going to build up on that. Thanks, Sandra. Oh, you've got hot weathers. Take care, Kimberly. Bye for now. Okay, I'm going to grab my black. It doesn't matter what black you have. Remember, it can go any. Now, I'm going to bring that in. Before I bring my silver back in and start making it a bit more metallic, I'm going to plot that shadow out underneath this little kitty's tail. And the same on this side of Kitty's tail, because the kitten's like sitting on top of her head, so it's going to have some shadowing. Same with under the ice cream and on these parts. God, you guys must be all streamed out this weekend. It is. Oh, you're back again, Susie. Hi. No, I haven't. It's a bit too early. I'm waiting for it's a bit too early for all the Christmas stuff yet. No, I'm waiting for September, October. Halloween is my favourite time. And yes, I am probably in the minority because I know you guys in the US usually put up Halloween decorations. Sorry guys, more so than we do. I do put them up. You're never streamed out. I think some people must be. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard now to put light and dark. It is hard. So you kind of just got to roll with it. Now, think about if I've put the majority of the light coming down this way, your top ends of stuff like her ice cream might be the lighter parts. With metals, because this kitten here is shadowing up on top, I'm going to put the lighter parts underneath. So you would roll with where things are sort of sitting on. So the ice cream machine might cause a bit of a shadow. This kitten might cause a bit of a shadow. Same with this kitty, might cause a shadow there. Everything's kind of got, you know, a little bit of a guide. Use them as a guide. So their metal is got a lot of shine in it. Well, the majority, unless it's dulled metal, but they do have a lot of shine in it. So the dark parts do stand out against the light, and it's a lot easier to kind of do metals in that way. If you think along those lines, look at a piece of chrome against a piece of stainless steel. Stainless steel is dull and chrome is very shiny, and it's knowing the balance of that. Oh, Joan, get your colouring pencils back out and colour. It's good to colour and listen along. You don't have to watch everything, you know, you can sort of just colour and peep up every now and then, or if you want to follow someone's tutorials, and I don't do tutorials, I do more colour alongs. You can kind of just pick up tips and tricks that way. Or of course you just make it your own. But the channels are just to inspire. We're here to inspire. Okay, so like here, for instance, you've got that. That might create a little bit more of a shadow around her, so you would sort of pronounce that out more. Knowing the shadow corners of the metal. Yeah, I mean, it's just wing it. This is my best way to go. That's all I do. I kind of just look at where I want things. I just go by eye. There isn't really a method as such. It's just sort of having your own kind of like take on it, really. It's yours, it's your thing. Oh my goodness, what's happened, Linda? You've got storms. And then I'm going to grab back my silver and get rid of those lines and sort of blend that in. Oh, thank you. Oh, hubby's. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I bet he says he doesn't snore. I bet you say, oh my God, you know, you're snoring so loud. I don't snore. You usually get that, don't you? Bless you. You need to buy him some of those, they're like strips for his nose. Colourless in chat is my favourite way. Yeah, it's a bit of, yeah, it does. It does have great tips. Yeah, close his nose. Susie would do that to Pete. She would hold his nose till he wakes up, bless him. Okay, so we're grabbing our white. And then just, you're going to blend that in. But it still keeps you grey. It just highlights it and blends it in a bit, that's all. Same with right underneath. Yeah, that's it. They're strips, isn't it? Snoring strips. Okay, so I'm just going to pronounce these little bits here with black. And there's another one there. I'm just going to go underneath. And then kind of go into this part here. And keep that as like that. Now the rest of the metals is going to be the, you know, we've got this one here. It's going to be that. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to get that. Okay, Mum, that's fine. So we need to get our book and look at what colours we need. So bear with me for a second. So our book here, I need the russet. So we need pumpkin orange, but I use russet. I don't use pumpkin orange. I like russet. So the russet is a luminance, and it's honestly one of my favourite colours in the luminance. Thank you, Susie. Thank you very much, my dear. Yeah, so russet in luminance is one of my favourites. Sorry, the shadow in shadow. That's it. And then I need bronze. So I'm going to have to grab my pencils. I'm going to turn your lighting up because I think it's gone a bit dark. Let's turn your lighting up a bit. There we go. So I'm going to grab bronze, russet. The russet is the luminance. The bronze is the prismas. We need chocolate. So I think I've got a little one here somewhere. Yeah, chocolate. These are where I'm going to replenish, bless you, all the weekend. I can't thank you enough. And I've got some lighting, guys, which I have to show you, but I can't because I can't change the camera right now. But thank you so much. The super chat that you guys send has gone to tripod and lighting. Oh, thank you so much, Susie. Oh, Linda, you're so funny. I don't think you get away with that one. Oh, you're funny. Poor guy. Bless him. I know your fault is, but still. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, you're happy. What time is it? I know it must be early morning for you. Oh, you girls are hilarious. You need to go to sleep. I mean, I love having you here, but your sleep also needs you. Okay, gonna grab my bronze. So bronze is going down first, and I'm gonna bring that bronze. This is PC 1028, and I'm gonna have the darkest area to be on this side of the rod, Again, I think I'm going to stick with, you know, these kinds of things up here. And then we're just sort of going to plan and plot where we want stuff. Now, this might be a bit darker anyway, this part, because we have got this above it. So I'm going to leave that as a dark one anyway. She can't, ignoring, yeah. She can't sleep. Oh, no, it's okay. You needed to sleep. Don't be silly. You don't, nothing to be sorry about. I did a demonstration with Poscas at the very beginning for half an hour, and we've been doing this. So nothing to be sorry about. If you can't make the streams, guys, don't feel obliged. It's lovely having you here, but you do have lives. You do have a life as well. So I don't get like offended if you have to go, and they're always there for you to catch up on. So you have a life as well. Okay, and tell me, has anyone bought some nice things? Has anyone got, you know, things coming in the post? I got the lighting, and I ordered some Bic markers. Oh, thanks, Katrina. Yeah, you can't. So I ordered those Bic marking markers. Louise showed me them. Our good friend Lou, or Woo. She showed me the whole pack. The 30, is it 36, Lou? You've pre-ordered. Yeah, I pre-ordered, what one have I got pre-order? I can't think. It's one of them. Oh, I can't think now. I'll have to look on my pre-order. No, I haven't pre-ordered anything actually. What am I talking about? Ah, thank you, Katrina. You got 10. Which ones you got? You got anything juicy in there, Christine? Yeah, 36. So there's 36 for Hi, Lynn. There's 36 by is it Alejandra? I got them on Amazon, Sue. They're Bic marking markers. Let me show you. What? I don't know. 1 second. Yeah, probably. I'll probably be on for about another hour, Andrew. Hold on, because we got to go food shopping after. Okay, let me show you. 1 second, guys. So this is on Amazon UK. They have the Bic markers here. So I got 36 ones. I don't know if you, oh, there is a bit of a glare. So there's a 36 pack, and they've got all these amazing pastel colours in the front. Yeah, I've got to go and do the dreaded food shop. I hate doing it. Oh, nice, Christine. You'll enjoy those. So these are on Amazon UK, and they have the 36 set, and you got all these amazing colours, and they're on their way as well, which I got with the super chat and the lighting. But don't forget, guys, for those who send it, they are a month behind in sending them out, so in like payments. So when I then do that, I'll show you everything else that we've got for the channel, because we're going to use these on a stream. Yeah, I know that, Desiree. You've got some few things coming. So yeah, we're going to use these as a marker base and do a Hannah Lynn picture with them. Oh God, Linda, give up now. Tell Sleep that you're not coming. It's not going to happen. Okay, and I also got some lighting above me, which I can show you on my phone. Here we go. I'll show you the one. So this is currently, can you see? Oh, this is this lighting that I bought. So thanks to you guys, we now have a setup, and it's above. This is where I sit here. And this is the book on the table. And then above, we've got this big bright light so that we have better lighting above. So we have got a big light coming on. And this is thank you to you, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. So we have this humongous light. It's like a studio light. It's amazing. I was like, look at it. Just look at it. It's huge. So yeah, I like to show you because it's because of you. So thank you ever so much. It goes straight back into the channel. I have to show you. Oh, nice, nice. You got a full set of Spectrum Your watercolor pencils. You enjoy those. Okay, we're going to go over to our russet in the luminance. We're going to add some of that in and orange this up a bit because we want it as like a coppery orange, like a bronzy coppery orange. So yeah, we can add that in and start oranging it up. Yeah, it is. It's for like studio lighting. Thank you so much, Christine. Yeah, I always like to show you. I always like to show you because it's because of you. And people, you know, the generosity shouldn't be taken for granted. And, you know, some people do. And I find that a bit disturbing. And for those of us that do get, you know, super chats and amazing, amazing gifts, it's the channel and it's you that benefits. And I hope to show that. So just grabbing my bronze back. So thank you so much for the lighting. You got that lighting. Susie as well, bless her, and Desiree, you know, you got that. So thank you. Penny, have you tried Amazon? Hi, Denise. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone that's joining and I've missed. A huge, huge hello. Hope you're well. Getting the chocolate, if my chocolate needs sharpening. Yeah, you should have suppliers that give you singles in that. Oh, really? Oh, Lou, really? Sorry, 1 second, everyone. Very good news. I need to have a look. Guys, will you give me just 2 seconds? Oh, okay, 1 second. I'll be back in like just 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Just bear with me, everyone.
Do you want me to take over the colouring?
No, Andrew.
No, I do a good job.
No, seriously. 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys, I just needed a second. I'm back. I'm really, really sorry about that. It's good news anyway, so. Right, we can carry on with a very positive mind on us now. Okay, so I am. I'm going to put my chocolate down. Oh, my chocolate is not cooperating. I must have another one. 2 seconds, because my chocolate keeps breaking. Sorry, guys. I had a bit of news. So I'm back now. Okay, I think I've got another one. Can you? Yeah. Okay. So we need some chocolate into the mix. And we are going to add some of that onto here. My other chocolate's crumbling for some bizarre reason. So we are going to add some of that into here. Darken this up a bit. Andrew's going to make me tea. You told Andrew. What did you? Yeah, shush, Andrew. Step away from the colouring. That's right. You tell him. Bless him. Okay, so this is the russet again in the luminance, and then we're going to add some white at the top and shade that in. And if you like to deepen that a bit, because it's like an orangey one, so we're going to add a little bit of that black just on the edging only, and up here, and back to some of that bronze and mix that in. So yeah, we this is kind of like the orangey color that we're going for. No, I really would not want him doing my coloring videos, bless him. It would be fun to watch him. He'd make a complete pig's ear of it, wouldn't he? Just get Andrew to come on and do a picture. He'd do it all in felt tips, bless him. Oh dear, what are they like? Okay, so we got russet again. And same here. Yeah, it would be hilarious. Hiya, Candy. A great happy Tuesday to you too. I hope you're well. I'm just going to grab some of that bronze, and we're going to keep that middle bit there as our oh dear I've got to get my words out in a minute. Sorry, everyone. The darker area. There we go. Got it out in the end. I got it out in the end. So that's why I rust it a little bit. Just blend in a little bit of that darker colour. That's our white, and that's into the middle as our shine. And the cycle continues on these colours. Hi, hello. Should we put him on stream one day and get him to do something? He's not touching these books though. I need to go and find one that I don't mind. Oh, Mum. Oh. Yeah, I've got to try them. Oh, you're back again, Joshua. You can't stay away. Okay, so we're going to grab that russet. Thank you. My tea fairy's just made me my cup of tea. Everyone said you should come on and do a picture. I said, you'll butcher it. You'll butcher my book.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate my skills.
Huh. No.
Living with a colorist, you pick things up.
Okay, Andrew, what skills have we got up your sleeve?
Yeah, like when I make a mistake, I can buff it out with titanium white. And then
you actually listen to that.
And then I can get my electric rubber and then it can put some crimson and bandak brown
Oh, it's been watching for
to make the shadows. It's not. It is my own skills. I've honed them in after 3 years of living with a colorist.
It's buff titanium, not titanium white.
I call it titanium white.
Okay. Oh,
and some ochre to create a shadow from the south side.
Oh, can you see what I have to live with, everyone? Can you open Tilly? Oh dear.
See, look at the comments. They enjoy what I say because I speak the truth.
What, that you got the skills?
Yeah.
Okay. We all love you. He listens to something. Please let him colour so we can have something fun to watch. We should get him one day. That might be a future stream. He can sit here and like just see what he can do on a picture. Bless him. Okay. Thanks
for the love, YouTube. I appreciate these comments.
Give him
Whoa, look at it. All for me. All for me.
Give him a scrappy book and let him. The ones that I've got left I like. So I'd have to find something really. I'll have to print him off a PDF that I've already got, like a double of it. Okay, let's do our metals. So I'm going to keep these to the same one. So we're going to go with a bronze lay down again, like we have over there. We're going to try and get this metal done as quick as possible because we've got to do the background still and put all the finishing touches on this. So yeah, we've got to get this done as quick as possible now because I have got to go and do a dreaded food shop after as well.
It's my favourite part of the week.
No.
Food.
Yeah, food. Yeah. He has got the colour talk down. No, that's all right, Susie. Okay. We're going to add the russet luminance. You can add pumpkin orange if you want. But this is the russet in the luminance, which is 065. I just prefer this colour because it's a bit more reddy orange to what I usually would use out of the pumpkin orange. I think this has just got a bit more of a red undertone. Yeah, well. Oh, so do I, Desiree. So much. Okay, I'm going to grab my... Well, I've just pulled out sepia because my chocolate has just... It's chocolate. You need chocolate. My chocolate just broke again. Look what keeps happening. I'm so annoyed with this one. Oh, yay, Pickle. Go you. Go you. Okay. Now, I'm going to add some of that in. And then I'm going to bring some of that bronze back in. Oh. Okay, and then he's due out now. Yeah. Why are you taking him out for me? Okay, white in the middle.
Himself, is he?
No. And then I'm going to bring some of that russet back because I just want a little bit in there as well. And some black. I'm just going to put the black on there. And then we're going to shadow that under there a little bit just with the black. Same here, just a tiny bit. And then underneath here a little as well. Don't want too much of it. So I'm quite happy with how those metals have turned out. We've pretty much got them done. Now we can move on to our background. Now the background will be
everyone. I'm going for a walk with my dog.
Yeah, he's just going to quickly take care, Kenneth. Just going to quickly take Chip out for me.
What about take care, Andrew?
Bye.
Leaving the building.
Yeah, but you're coming back in a minute. Okay. Should we do pans now? No foxes yet. Although they do have, during the day, they are out. Right, let's get some ideas flowing on this. Now, I won't do the entire background, like meaning take care, Michelle. I won't do all of these stars. I might do 2 to show you. But I'm thinking like an ombre background. What do you think? Now, it has to go with, throw ideas at me. It has to go with the colour combination that we've got going on at the moment. So you can throw out ideas. We're going to have to zoom out, I think, for this next bit. There we go. Okay. We need to have that on a bit of a... There we go. There we go. You're all right now. Oh, I don't... That what for the stars? I'm thinking pinks, ombre pinks. I'm thinking, just stick with me. I'm thinking maybe if we go for pinky ombres and we have some yellow tones in there with the stars. The stars, don't forget, the pan pastels will go over the stars, but I can erase that on each star and I can go back in with pencil. So I'm thinking like to bring the page and make it pop, maybe do an ombre of pink, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe. It can keep this quite a bright page, a fun page. Take care, Charlotte. Have a great evening. Some greens. What do you think? Do you think olive greens? And it makes her stand out? Or do you think go bright and have it quite sweet-like? It can either be olive greens or pinks, because we can contrast either. The gold colour, Sue, can go on the stars. Oh, bless you. Because if I do a darker background, she pops. If I do a lighter background, it might not pop as much. Do you think olive greens? Should we do it? So I'm going to grab the pans for that. Yeah, okay, right, we're going to go for it. So if you bear with me, I've got to clear my table a little bit. So if you want to grab a cup of tea or a drink, you go ahead. As I said, you do have lives as well. And then we are going to clear up the table a little bit and grab our pan pastels, which are not anywhere near me. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe that. And then she might stand out, and then the gold stars will stand out, won't they? The gold stars will stand out if I do olive green. All right, I'm just clearing up a little bit. So, has anyone got any projects on the go tonight that's joined? Share with me in the comments what you're up to. Right, let's move all this out of the way. Oh. Okay, let's move this out. Let's get our pans. We got our pans, guys. Oh, you got another 20, Linda. Well done, you. They're going to be fun. Okay, so we've got our swatch chart here. Don't forget, we've got our swatches that we can look at. We can have one of our sponges to work from, and we're going to have that one. So we get our sponges and we need our greens. So we've got these greens and we have got these greens. Sorry, I'm just getting them all out. So we've got some greens there as well at the edge. So we can have a look because we've got all our greens in front of us and we can pick out. We've got some baby white. And don't forget, I'm still learning with pans, so we're going to have a go with them. Right, so our sponges are out. We've got that out. We've got our pencils put away. I'm surprised you have held out, Desiree, if I'm honest. I am surprised, my lovely. Right, so we have got these types of greens. So we've got like the bright yellow greens, the bright yellow green extra dark shade. We've also got chrome oxide greens and permanent greens. So we've got, you know, all these and the ones at the bottom. And we have also got this one here called Hansa Yellow. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. No. Yeah, Hansa Yellow Extra Dark. Sorry, yes, we have. And that goes like there. I've done them different. So it goes down that way, guys. So I'm thinking a mixture between the chrome oxides and maybe the bright yellow greens, because the bright yellow greens are quite olive type. So let me show you. And it's good to have a swatch of everything. I highly recommend when you get your supplies, you swatch them out. Let's turn that lighting up so you got some lighting. And it's a good idea to have a swatch of stuff so that when you're looking at them in the pots, as they are like this, you might not necessarily know what they look like until they're down. And you also need to spray these pan pastels if you're wanting to work on them, because they need some sort of fixative down, so that, because this is a workable fixative, so they do have a bit of residue if you do put your fingers on them. You don't have to spray stuff, it's just recommended that you do. So also this is a good way as well where you can use your other art sponges, which are the soft art sponge and with a double F, and they're dense and you can get in. Now if you want to get in those smaller areas, you can grab your other one, which is your other shades, to get right in there on those details. You can also use your other tools. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it, but these are all recommendations and it's just having a good play around. But I do highly recommend that you swatch stuff. So I'm thinking maybe if I do the greens, then the yellowy orange stars will stand out and she will stand out and pop off the page. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? We'll do it. Okay. So now I think I'm going for the chrome oxide green. So we need the chrome oxide green shade and chrome oxide green. We'll do like an ombre going down. So the chrome oxide greens, they've all got the names on the backs, and the chrome oxide greens are this little tray here. I'm going to go out again. I've zoomed you in too much. There we go. So on the back of this, we have got all the numbers and we've got the names of them. So if we turn them over, this row here, it comes with these lids, as we showed on the initial stream that we did. It's this row here is the chrome oxide greens. So we've got in every single one of them, you've got the extra dark, you've got the shade, you've got the true color, and you've got the tint, and you can blend them out and do all your good stuff with them. So we're going to go for it. I'm thinking, remember, we're going to go over these stars to initially start with, because we can erase them. You can get your little small erasers, your battery erasers, you can get all of it. Yeah, exactly. It's good to have a swatch because it draws your eyes in. And if your eyes are drawn in, you know what colours you want to pick. So I'm thinking to go from, should we do dark to light or light to dark? Going like light to dark that way or dark to light that way. I'm thinking maybe dark to light and do a bit of an ombre. You swatched all yours today. They're good to swatch. They are really good to swatch. It's just something that I'm thinking maybe the bottom should be the light, because it will clash. So maybe we'll do dark going down into a mid, going into a light. Because we've got the darker shade down there. Yeah. Hold on. Let's just go for it. We've got nothing to lose. So remember, you are going to have a slight residue on your hands because you're going to be holding and the pastels are soft. These sponges are dense and they don't absorb the colour as much. You'd go light top, dark bottom. Going upwards. Should we? Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. I'm going to go because I know I like to get you all involved. I'm just thinking if I looked at it, I'm trying to, you know, you try to envision it. You're sitting here and you've got like a vision. All right, I'm going to go dark. Right, so Dee Dee and Sheldine did this good trick. And what they do is they grab some of the colour. So we're going to go for the extra dark first. On there. And then you need to wipe it off each time. And then they go to the mid-tone. On there. And then they grab some from the true colour on there. And you can graduate and blend out a little bit more. So I'm going to do it with this tool to start with. I need a backing paper. 2 seconds, everyone. And you can mix and blend on your, if you want to go from an ombre. So you start off with your dark. And I'm going to blend in a bit. So the darkest part is literally going to be at the bottom. Don't forget, I'm going to go over these stars. I'm going to erase them. So we're just going to start off with your light layer. Then you're going to come in a little bit with your next shade and blend that in. And we're going to go straight up into our lighter colour. So I'm just going to concentrate for a second. So we're going to do ombre. So we're going to go from each colour and blend upwards. Don't forget you've got a colourless blender as well. We can reapply these lines in with Poscas. So you're going to bring up. You have to get that colour lay down. And then don't forget you wipe off as you go along. So hold on. Hold on. Once we add whites and blendings in and all that, you start adding in as you go along. So you get that initial lay down to start with and you add as you go up. We're going to play around here and it will go to the lightest colour, which will be your tint. So your tint is really light. So we're going to go up and blend in. And don't worry for now because you've got to get your colour down. Hold on. We're going to play first, guys. I've got to concentrate for a minute. And then our lightest colour at the top. So before we got to blend this all in. Don't forget these are highly pigmented and we have to reapply stuff back in. Our stars is going to be. Right, so we got to we've got colourless blender and we've got a white. So we're going to bring that over. Okay, so that is gone, not blended out. So we can grab our whites and blend out. This takes work because don't forget you're laying it down to start. This is not your finished. It's not going to be your finished product. So you've got to blend this all. I'm missing everything in chat because I'm concentrating for a second. I'm so sorry. So don't forget to wipe off as you go along. Not quite sure yet because that bit not sure on that yet. So we need some white in on this situation. Hold on. No, I haven't. I haven't. Hold on. I need my blender. Hi, Chip. So we have like these whites and blending things and colourless blender and all of that. So not quite sure if I'm... Yeah, they're probably thinking, oh, what's she doing? Right, I'm just grabbing some white in. So we just got to play for a minute. So I'm not quite sure yet how I'm going to go about this because I want this to be, I want this to be right. Don't forget we got to blend out and reapply all those stars. So just grabbing some more of these greens. And the fine detail we got to add back in, like especially the ice cream. Okay, so we're going to add some of the lightest tone in.
Yeah, see, I know all this. Blenderize.
No, please, Andrew, I'm really concentrating here. Because I'm new at these and I want to get this right and blend it out.
That's why you should ask me. I know what I'm doing.
I'm not sure about that. If I don't know what I'm doing, how do you know what you're doing? So I'm grabbing some of that colourless blender.
Got pro tips on this side.
Andrew.
I don't mean the crowns. I mean pro tips as in professional tips.
Okay. Right, so now going to get back some more of that colour. And I'm just going to add in, because we've still got to ombre that a bit. So wipe off as you go along. And I'm going to blend down. See, it's not getting a blend on it yet. Not quite happy with that. I'm thinking I should have gone with the pinks. Because even if I take those out, look, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not sure yet because if I take out those, oh, where is it? It's not showing up on camera so much. If I put that down, it's going to be quite a dark lay down. I need to blend that out more at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to grab some more of that darker area. Because I've got to reapply those lines back in and all those stars. So, hold on. Not quite sure if I'm happy with this yet. I think I should have gone for pinks maybe. No, I can't lift it off. See, I probably wouldn't have done these colours. I'm kind of have to going to stick with this now because look, let me show you. Oh, it's not going to blend. That part's not going to blend out as much. And at the top, I'm thinking I quite like that, but I'm not thinking the greens is going personally. That's just me. Hiya, Faithful. I don't think I am keen. Hold on. We'll try. I'm not quite sure on that one. So if I took out the stars, don't forget it's not going to be a solid background. Let me just see. If I take out all the stars first. Hold on, because we'll have to go back in with the things. Hold on. Just got to concentrate for a second. So anyone that's come in, I'm having a bit of a disaster because I'm not sure I'm liking this background, but it will be sort of an ombre with the thing. So I'm just, I mean, I can work on it and make it work, I suppose. I don't know. Bear with me. See, things happen and you're not always happy with them. But I'm not scrapping this page. You have to go over all of these stars. Yeah, they take work. Any new medium will take work. But you live and learn, and there's no harm in trying. Hold on. So if I took all the stars out, I'm not quite sure. Because I would still have to go in with my little tool and add in like the greens. So if I go around those stars, I'm not sure, guys. I think to me, I'm going to have to paint this background out. I'm thinking to paint it out. Let me show you. Because it is, I'm not sure if I like it. I think I want to paint it pink. Hi, Crafts. I'm thinking to paint it, acrylic paint it, and take, even if I take the stars out. I'm not sure. See, pan pastels are going to be a learning curve. I'm all right with faces, but I'm not with backgrounds yet. I'm thinking to paint it out. I know me. I know what I'm like. And I know that if I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to be happy putting it out there. I know what I'm like. I know myself inside out, but I'm thinking maybe to paint it out. Oh, 1 minute. I'm not sure, everyone. I'm not sure. See, I have to be happy with it, and I have to be proud of it. And at the minute, I'm not liking the colours of that. It needs to be bright for me. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking, just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to fix this. Rub it all out. Yeah, but if I do that, look, I'll be here forever. I'll be here. Look, I'm going to be here forever doing that. See, it's going to take me forever. I'd rather paint it, if I'm honest. So, bear with me. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Because I'm going to have a meltdown if I don't. I'm going to be like, oh no! I'm going to grab paint. I'm going to grab paint. Okay, because I really did want a nice baby pink background and I want little golden stars. So I'm going to do that because my gut instinct told me to do that, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna go along the lines, I think, of that one. That's okay, Linda, we'll give it a go. what have we got to lose, really? I don't think I've got a hand eraser. I just think if I go for the lightest baby pink chiffon, it won't compete with her. She'll still stand out. So we'll get off some of this, you know. This is not going to come off. No, it's not going to come off. I'm going to just paint over it. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. So we're just going to go for it because we've got nothing to lose, seriously. We've got nothing to lose. Yeah, it's just too much, isn't it? So this is pink chiffon and this is the Americana. And, you know, I'm a bit disheartened with this picture now. But you can't get them all right. Linda, I'll do 2 coats if I have to. That's fine. So let's have a go with it. Seriously, we have nothing. See, it's all right. It's not too open. It's not too bad. I'll zoom you in. No, I don't think I have, Susie. I don't think I have. But we'll, you know, we've got nothing to lose. If I have to do 2 paints, 2 coats, I'll do 2 coats. That's fine. It's no big deal. You know, things do go wrong. They do. And can't always get them right, can we? So I'm not watering it down. I'm just going to keep with it. I'm just thinking I want to keep these stars. And it's going to be a bit fiddly. So I might have to do this all off camera and come back with it. Because this is going to be a fiddly piece. Let's try it. Yeah, I'm not too fussed. You know, even if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. It's not a big deal to me. It's just one of those things. We live and learn, don't we? So this is pink chiffon, and you need sort of a chisel tip because we've got to go around every one of these stars. But this is quite, this paint is very highly pigmented with colour. It's opaque. And the good thing with these is even if you put that down, even if I have to go a second time, it's going to be fiddly. I just want to see if it goes over. And if it does, I might do the rest off camera, come back and we'll do the stars so that you can see. Because I think anyone that followed me on this, do your own background. Don't follow me on that at all. But I think I'm going to have to do 2 coats of this. Because, you know, we can fix it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but it might be fiddly to go around them. So it might cover the dark bottom. But even if it doesn't, we can go over a second time. I kind of just want to take the stars out and add my own background. Yeah, I'm thinking, but you know what, guys? It's going to take forever if not. Let's do it because I can add my own thing in. I've got stencils. We can add stars in with stencils. Let's do this. I can't be fussed with this now. I'll be here forever if not. I'll be here forever. So this might require 2 coats, but hey ho. So I'm thinking maybe I should just not rush this. Take my time. I'm going to add my own stars in with a stencil background, I think. We'll make it. We'll make it. Let's see if it covers that dark. I think it will. I think 2 coats and it will. So if you are doing this one and you followed me so far, you've got the background on your own. Don't do a Sam. Don't do what I've done. Things go wrong, except, you know, I'm sure all these other people that you see that pre-record have done stuff that's gone wrong, except I'm live and I've done it with you, or, you know, on stream. But I'm sure everyone makes mistakes and you just probably don't see it because they've pre-recorded. That's all. And I'm doing the mistakes with you. So this will need definitely 2 coats. But I think what I will have to do, I just want to see this side. If it is, I'm going to do this off camera, this painting bit. Paint it all out and we'll come back, add the stencil another time. Next stream, we'll add the stencil on. And then, yeah, it goes over the dark. That's the good thing. Okay, that's made me happy because I can do this and I'll put the stars back in with pastels. And, you know, like we did on my other one, we're going to do that. So I'm going to have to paint out some of that hair and add that in with Poscas like I did on my other picture. But that will cover it. That will cover it. Look, it goes straight over. It's all right, I smooth it out. So I'm just getting it on the paper first and then we'll smooth it. Hold on, I'm not looking at chat for a second because I've got to concentrate on painting. So, yeah, it will be fine. It will be fine. It will be fine. Look, it will go fine. So let me show you. So it will cover it. It will cover it. And if I do this off screen, I'll come back. It will need 2 coats. And then we can add the stencil in instead. And you remember I did it on my other pop manga where I did stencil and I went round everything and, you know, we'll do it that way. So we'll go over the pan pastels and it's taken to the page fine. So I'm going to black this all out. It will save it. It will save it. We'll save it. But I think I have to do, I can't do the whole background on. But I'll show you what I'm kind of thinking. I'm going to have to get my dryer out in a second. So don't forget you can add details back in with the Poscas. Again, my Poscas. I love my Poscas. But yeah, so you go in with this. Be mindful of that fur. But yeah, we're going to work this out. So if you paint a background out and you're willing to get rid of that detail, you can cover it if you really want to and then add details back in. But you're going to have to sacrifice some of the image, like her hair, and we'll add that back in. So it will, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is leave that for now because I'm going to paint this all off screen. There's no point me doing this on. Just watching me paint a background. It's just silly. When I come back, I can add all of the details back in with you. And then we have mock-ups. It's live. It's live. It's a mock-up. It happens. It's fine. But I'll paint it off. There's no point in painting it all on here. When I come back, we'll do all the stencil with the pastels like I did here. I've got to be careful. But like I did on this one, I added, that was acrylic paint background. And sorry guys. You can add, this is all stencil on acrylic. Stencils on acrylic work. So once this is done, I can stencil it, add all the detailing in with Posca. It will be fine. Yeah, painting over will solve it. I'm going to have to do 2. So it will If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Chip, stop. If it goes wrong, it happens. It happens. I don't think anyone in colouring is going to say that they've done things first time perfectly. Things are going to happen. We'll save it. It's fine. I really am not panicking. Promise you. So I'll paint this off. I'll paint this off screen. Yeah. And we've got this Amazon package. And yeah, it will happen. It's going to happen. So 1 second, guys. This is the other one that I didn't have. I have got now. Okay, so let me quickly show you what this is. I will do this the rest off screen. That needs to, I've got to finish that off screen. So I'll quickly show you this. Before this, I bought this myself. This is the only Hatchet Heroes one that I didn't have. So yeah, I'll quickly show you this, and then I'm gonna get, because I've got to go and do the food shop. There we go. So this is a Hatchet Heroes one, Disney one. This is the only one that I didn't have out of the lot. So this is your typical Disney ones. Yeah, you did. You did, Desiree. This is the only one that I didn't have out of them. So it's just your Hatchet. It's a fold up. The paper quality is amazing. It's the Disney images. And they're just cute. This is what came. So I'm just quickly showing you. So yeah, I'll finish that off screen. We'll come back and do the stenciling and save it with the Poscas. So bring it up a bit, guys. Yeah, how not to do a background. How not to do a background. I need to learn how to, this is what I mean, practice. You have to practice with pans. They're not an easy thing to just jump in with. They take time. They take time. So this is gorgeous. These are stunning. So yeah, I'm going to have to sit and just paint that out now, and then we'll come back and we'll continue with the stenciling of that. See, I would do that now, but it's just take too fiddly. I'd rather do it in my own time quickly. Tilly, enough! Oh my God, can you hear her? Tilly. So yeah, it's a very quick, not a professional flip, I'm afraid. Just a very quick flip. Oh my God. So they're beautiful, but don't forget they are French, so all the writing is in French. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you saw it like that. It's how not to do a background. And then how to paint it out, and then we're gonna do our own thing with it. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, this is really cute. I need to learn those pans. I mean, you know, it's mastering one thing with them, backgrounds is another. So it's going to take time. And that's what I mean, you know, you can't dive into every single medium and know how to do everything, can we? You know, it wouldn't be normal. It's stunning, this book. So this is the princesses one. That one's lovely. And one more. Hold on. The one from Brave. Yeah, that's really cute. So that's the Disney princesses that just came. But yeah, I'm going to paint out that. I'm going to be back. I don't know if I'll be back on this Thursday, but I'll definitely be here on Saturday. I'm going to paint that out now, and then we will finish. I'll show you with the stenciling and the oh, it'll come to me in a second. How to add in stencil backgrounds to it, and adding in details you might have lost with a Posca pen. So we will get that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you here because I've been on for nearly 3 hours. I'm sorry that this was from Amazon UK. Sorry that I mucked that last bit up. But then that's where we learn, don't we? So that's what I mean. You know, people pre-record stuff. You wouldn't have seen that. Because I'm on live, you get to see the mistakes and how to fix them. And, you know, if someone was pre-recording, you wouldn't see that. You just see the good of it. You wouldn't see the bad of it. You wouldn't see the mock-ups and how they make it. You just see the masterpieces of some people. And you're like, oh, my God, how did they do that? Doesn't always work like that, does it? Oh, there's a glare. I'm sorry, guys. So, yeah, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, I will probably, if I'm not on Thursday, I'll be back on Saturday, but I'll wait and see if I'm around. Take care, everyone. Lots of love to you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.